Welcome back to Foul News. Today what we're going to be doing is restoring the headlights on a 2009 Mazda 6. This is my friend's Mazda, and you can see that the headlights are pretty hazed over. They definitely could use a good cleaning, and we're going to try to get these nice and clear, which I did with Judy's car. They were actually much worse than this, and they came out great. They do need to be a little touched up at this point, but we're going to get them nice and clear here. So here's the tools that we're going to need for this project. Starting with the Meguiar's Headlight Restoration Kit. I like this kit a lot. I've used it on a lot of other vehicles that I've had, and they worked great. Garden hose, definitely going to need some water, or if you have a cup, that works fine. Masking tape or painter's tape. Some glass cleaner, as it calls for in this. Just a cordless drill or a regular drill, doesn't matter. And some microfiber towels. And a couple paper towels if you don't want to get your microfiber towels full of simple green glass cleaner. The very first step in this instruction says to clean these with some glass cleaner and paper towel. We're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. And then we're just going to do the same to the other side. This just gets all that loose surface dirt right off of it. Next up, we're going to take some painter's tape, or you could use masking tape, and we're just going to go around the outside of the headlight. That way when we're sanding it, we don't accidentally move over and scratch the paint. Alright, now the headlights are taped up, and as you can tell, I failed arts and crafts as a child. That's why it's so bad. But everything is taped up and away, making sure that if I were to hit this with sandpaper, that the paint wouldn't be removed, which is important. Now let's take a look at the contents of the kit, because we're going to be sanding the headlights next. They give you this plastic polish, headlight sealant, definitely important, a sponge for the sealant, two sanding pads, and a buffing disc that you just kind of pop into your drill. And of course this little hand attachment for the sanders, which the sanding papers, which for some reason they only give you two. For the $26 you pay for this at Meguiar's, you could probably give one set per headlight, although we don't actually need it, but it would be better. So now what we need to do is take this 1000 grit, this 1000 grit sandpaper, pop it onto this sanding pad, and bring the hose over to the car. So the directions recommend that you either keep dipping the sanding pad into a bucket of water or lubricate it often with a hose. You always want to make sure that this is relatively wet and gliding with the least amount of friction across the headlights as possible. We're not going to put a whole lot of pressure on the headlights as we go either, just enough so that we can feel it. And we're going to go in a uniform pattern back and forth, and we're going to go from the top to the bottom. It doesn't really matter, bottom to top. And we're just going to do this probably for like a good 3 to 5 minutes, honestly, which I'm not going to film all that for you because that's boring. What I personally like to do with these is I go on a nice pace, almost like clay barring a car, and then I stop when I don't feel the sandpaper catching anymore. It's kind of hard to describe, but if you've ever clay barred a car, you'll notice that the sandpaper starts gliding, or the clay bar starts gliding across the paint a lot easier at a certain point. And it's kind of the same way with this sanding. You'll feel it as well. It's nothing crazy, but you'll definitely notice a slight change of that the sandpaper is no longer catching in certain spots as it did when you first began. And that's about the point where I clean this off with a microfiber towel, some water, and then throw on the 1000 grit sandpaper. And because this Mazda has a dip in the corner here, we're going to just take off the sandpaper, carefully trying not to crease it, and just back and forth in that little area, because we do have to do the other side still, so we don't want to crease this too hard or ruin this sandpaper, since Meguiar's only gives you just this one sheet here. Now that I'm pretty satisfied with how the sandpaper is feeling against these headlights, I'm going to take a microfiber towel and just wipe off the excess water. And don't be alarmed, the headlights should look like this at this point. They should be all kind of hazed over, but kind of nice and uniform, where there's not one spot that's a little more see-through than the others. If you have very old headlights, that might be the case, but if your headlights weren't as bad as these ones are, then it should be a nice consistent haze, except where it's going to be a little wet in spots. And after that, we switch over to the 3000 grit sandpaper and repeat the process for about 3 to 5 minutes again. And we are on the 3000 grit and starting this process now. Again, just 3 to 5 minutes. Applying a little bit more pressure than the first round, but not too much. And then we do the same thing again. Once I feel that this is kind of how I want it, not catching any spots with the 3000 grit, I'm just going to go ahead and work this corner as I normally do. Now that the headlight's got a nice feel to it, it's time to just wipe it off again. Make sure this time you get it as dry as possible, because we're going to be applying the polishing next. And you don't want any water, any residual water, so wipe around your masking tape as well, because you don't want that caught up on the pad. It can ruin the polish. Now this next part is where the magic happens. You need to take your polishing pad, put that in your drill, get that nice and tight. Then, as per the directions, I'm just going to apply about a nickel size, that's a little bigger than a nickel, onto the pad worth of product, and then work it into the headlight, going in a back and forth motion. Now I would recommend, if you have a drill that goes a little faster than this one, that might be better for you. You don't want to have this product sitting on here for a long time either. And just when you think it's clear, it's always a good idea to go back for just a bit more before you buff it off with the microfiber. Alright, now before this stuff starts bonding to the plastic, the next step is to take another dry microfiber towel and then start buffing it off before it dries up. Alright, so once that is fully wiped off and you're satisfied with the clarity of it, if you aren't, you can go back and buff it some more with the polishing pad. But compared to this side, you can tell there is quite a bit of a difference. So at this point, we're going to spray this off with glass cleaner, wipe it down with another brand new clean microfiber towel before we move on to the sealant. Another quick hit with the classic simple green here. You could use whatever brand you want. Windex is good too. Gonna make sure we get all any residue from the buffing compound off. Now we get to use this stuff, which is the sealant, which will keep these headlights sealed for quite a long time. And for this, we just want to apply a good amount to the applicator pad here, and then work our way from the top to the bottom of the headlight. And it will be set in 15 minutes. It cures in 24 hours. For that 24 hours, keep it as clean and dry as possible. No car washes.
I completely forgot you're doing this. Started drinking and getting hot. Oh, look at that. Somebody's cranking hog.
You got the right idea. Crank hog, border.
Are you sweating?
Yes.
Why?
I'm fat. This is manual labor. Alright, so that's going to set in about 15 minutes, and then we're going to work on the other one in the meantime. On the standard light bulbs here, you can go ahead and see what the difference is in the light output. It's going to be a little hard to tell on camera, but in person, that headlight seems to be putting out a lot more than that one on these stock HIDs. And there we have it. Crystal clear headlights. I'm just going to leave the tape on until those set, but that is all you need to do to have these headlights come out looking like almost brand new. Instead of having to pay an extra $500–600 for the new housings, spend the $26, put a little bit of elbow grease on it, and it'll take you about a half hour to make them both look really, really nice. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this in the future, more YouTube DIYs and all that other stuff. Share it with a friend if it's going to be helpful for them. Remember, as always, keep it foul.